Right. Good evening, peeps and peepettes. It's your man. It's a follow-up. It's alright, I'm on guard, because this one, I don't know what he's got in the water. I don't know what he's got in the water tonight. But he's decided to be a randy little fuck. It's just a follow-up from my video this morning about my mental health journey, about going to Harrison House. Okay, so I went and I did have a clinician. I also had a young lady from the crisis team. I wasn't aware I was having somebody from the crisis team, but she was there to sort of balance out the rigmarole of everything. And as I thought, as I presumed, the mainstay of the conversation was about the amyl sulfide that I'm on, because it's taken me from a manic high, but it's taken me below a base level of sort of normality. Look at him, dickhead. Look at him. It's taken me from below the base level of normality to a little bit lower than I need to be. So, as I said, as I presumed earlier in my video, we was going to discuss whether I was... Sorry, it's just drooling everywhere. Whether I was going to go on to a antidepressant which would negate the effect of the amyl sulfide, or whether they were going to take the dosage down of the amyl sulfide. After discussing a few things with the clinician and the lady from the mental health team, say hello, Benoit. Say hello. Look, he's gorgeous. He's my new lifesaver. He's also been a bit of a dickhead tonight, but he's my new lifesaver. As was my other dogs with my ex. And we all know how that went, but that's not an issue anymore. Look, Benny, chill a minute. So the clinician... Right, not that hearing. The clinician decided that instead of putting me on to an antidepressant just yet, what they're going to do is lower my dose of my antipsychotic, which is amyl sulfide. So they're lowering that from a 200 ml to 150. Yes, he's doing what you think. I can't control this fucker tonight. He's just on one big style. I don't know. So they're taking my amyl sulfide down 50 ml, in the hope that it brings me up slightly. So what they're presuming, or what they're saying, really, Benoit, I'm trying to make a video. So what they're saying is that by putting me on 200 milligrams of amyl sulfide, it's taken my manicness down too low. It's taken me below the base level of a normal up and down experience. Jesus Christ, this thing's... Get off. It's taken me too low. And what they want to do is they want to bring me back up a little bit. And their option was to put me onto a antidepressant. But because of my physical health and the medication I'm taking for my physical health, such as my gout, my fibromyalgia, and my IBS, and so on and so forth, they've got to be very careful what they put me on, because they can have... I've already got a fucked up liver function. My liver, my kidneys, and everything else is pretty much bollocksed through my own doing. Don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming it on anything. But also, the medication that I've been on for so many years of my life have these adverse effects upon my liver function, my kidney function, my cholesterol, my blood pressure, and so on and so forth. So the clinician that I spoke to today, who was there in place of the doctor that I spoke to a month or so ago, Dr. Khan, has decided that rather than putting me onto an antidepressant, which would kind of lift my mood up slightly, but might affect my liver, my kidney, and other functions, just to lower the dosage of my amyl sulfide, which means I have to tomorrow, because it will be in the chemist tomorrow, get rid of the 200s that I'm on. I could take them straight to the chemist. They'll swap them for the 150s, which is going to be in effect at 100 milligrams and the 50 milligrams. So 2 tablets once a day, as opposed to 1 tablet once a day. And I'm to do those for between, well, I think he said somebody was going to call me in 2 to 3 weeks. So they normally say let a medication have between 14 and 21 days to get into your system for you to adjust and for you to see how the effects it has upon you. I know this personally, but I know it professionally from working within the NHS service myself over many years. Here he comes again. If you've got a medication for a randy dog, Benoit, behave. So I'm at that point right now. I'm happy with the decision they've made, and the fact that they've involved me in the discussion and the culmination of their decision so far and previously, and they've also left it open on the table that if it doesn't work, sorry, just being a dick. If it doesn't work, they've left it on. It's my hearing out again. If it doesn't work, it's open for discussion within 2 to 3 weeks, which is something that I haven't had with the services before in the previous years. Like I said a few weeks back on one of these videos, the way the system is working now is far better than it was. The individual teams, the personal teams, like the crisis team or the home treatment team or the humpy is more personal. It's more based upon you as an individual. It's not a one will fit all. When I was going through the system before, everything felt like it was one will fit us all, and that doesn't work in any way, shape or form. I know that, like I say, from both personal and professional work, there is no one will fit all approach, especially towards mental health. Sorry, he's put me off now. So I'm at a point where we've made a decision to change things slightly and see how it goes, and only from that can we make a decision as to where we go next, and that might be in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks time. But for now, they've listened to me. They've listened to my take on how things have been on the medication that I'm on and the strength that I was on, the effects it had on me, whether I was having a positive and negative effects. I was having positive. I wasn't manic. The negative side was I dipped too low, and that's why we've now come to this decision where we take, instead of putting me on an antidepressant, which could mess other things up, we now take the antipsychotic medication dosage a little bit lower, and we see how it goes. These things are what they are. and this is the way it has to be. And it's far better for me, it's far better for the services, because I'm not haranguing them. He's coming again. I'm not haranguing the services saying I need this or that or the other, but not really knowing what I need. Get a dog. Get a dog, they said. A dog will do you the world of good, they said. And you know what? They was right. So yeah, so everything's in place, everything's fine, everything's made to be what it's supposed to be right now. So for now, for tonight, because this ain't working, I'm going to say good night. I'm going to say thank you very much for the people that have watched my videos. I'm going to say thank you for those that have liked, commented or subscribed. Please feel free to do any of the three. Just so, like I say, so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself or this dipstick of a dog. And if you do subscribe, you'll get to see more of him. Bet you can't wait, can you? Take care, look after yourselves, look after your friends, your neighbours, your elders, your relatives, the people around your table, the people on your sofa, the people that you talk to in your village, in your town, the people that you talk to far and distance away. Look after yourselves. Don't forget the open cup, the empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. Although you might be able to pour from my ear at any point soon, because it's full of slaver. You can't pour from an empty cup, so look after yourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay loud, stay proud. Peace.